All right. Hi, welcome back from Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving break. I hope everybody ate good turkey. Mr. Blocker probably gained 4 or 5 or 10 pounds because I love turkey and pie. But anyway, just welcome everybody back. Hope everybody had a good day. I'd like to talk to you about attitudes. Our attitudes not only affect us, but they also affect all the people around us. When we look at things, we can always find the worst in situations. That would be a negative attitude. Or we can also find the positives in everything that happens to us. That would be obviously having a positive attitude. We've all had bad things happen to us in our life. You can think of those on your own. Whether it be a death in the family or something you've experienced that is negative. We need to all overcome those bad things in our life, and you got to do that in a resilient manner and with a positive attitude. I want to show you a jar that everybody has asked me when they come to my office. They go, what does that mean? First of all, I got this jar and the story from an old coach. I went to a football clinic back in the early 2000s at the University of Iowa, and the coach's name was Frosty Western, and I talked to him before, I believe in a Soaring News a month or so ago. Well, Frosty used to coach at Pacific Lutheran in the state of Washington and won some national championships, but he was speaking with 500 coaches at the University of Iowa. Okay, what his meaning of this whole deal was the attitude that we have. Okay, so the jar represents the place in our lives where we live, work, or go to school, basically the world we live in. Okay, the beans represent the positive and negative things that happen to us in our life. The nut represents us as a person. We are all a little nutty at times. At least I am, and I'm assuming some of you are. I know some of you. When things go well in our lives, we feel good and upbeat and on top of the world, kind of like what the nut is right now. It's up on top of the beans. Okay? However, when things go bad and we encounter negative, stressful things in our life, which happens to us all the time. Actually, psychologists I've heard say we usually have a minimum of about 7 negative experiences in a day, or 7 disappointments in a day. Well, when this happens, we can easily get down on ourselves. Okay, so when that happens, you can tell I turned the jar upside down, and now the jar or the nut is upside down. Now we find out who we really are when we're down there at the bottom. Remember, that nut represents us. We can stay there, we can gripe, we can complain or blame others, we can play the poor me game, okay? Or we can respond in a different way, a more positive way, and with an optimistic attitude. And if we do this, we can always rise to the top. Now watch what I do here. I just shake the jar, now the nut comes up to the top. Okay, now I'll do it again. I'm smothered with all the negative things that are happening in my life, my job, whatever it is, my personal life. Okay, I'm down here. I just shake and keep fighting, and I'll always rise to the top. Okay, the moral of the story is you can't keep a good person down. So I hope everybody understands the jar. When I first got this years ago, I put it on my desk, and I actually had people come to my office and turn it upside down on me just to see what I would do. And I look at it every day it sits over on my shelf where my candy is, and I make sure that nut is always on top. So if you want to come see it, you're welcome to. I hope everybody handles stressful things or negative things with a positive attitude. Thank you.